WIDR Kalamazoo. Stay tuned for Radio Evolution.
Hello, welcome to the Doghouse. I'm Mads.
I'm Khan.
I'm the guest of the day, Maya.
You might have heard about Maya from our previous episode, the plant tier list, where the audio did not work and the phone was not picked up.
But that's why we brought her in today.
Yeah.
In real life.
You get to hear the voice from the person themselves.
Yeah, I don't remember what I said about plants, but I'm sure it was really good.
Mm-hmm. And we're here to talk about music today.
Yeah, but before we get to that, I said I would look up what S tier meant for the next podcast episode.
What does it mean?
So there's no definitive answer. However, people believe it to mean super or superior as the top of the top.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It starts with an S, superior.
Yeah.
Venus flytraps.
Venus flytraps.
What was our S tier? Do you recall?
One was redwood trees. There were others.
Those trees that can, like, walk.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I should have brought those up.
Yeah, there's so much we missed. Like, that was just such a huge topic.
We can only take a stab at it.
I also feel like music is such a huge topic. Like, how are we even going to
music? What did you
cover
listen
everything?
to today, Madison? What have you listened to?
I've been, what did I listen to today? I listened to SZA today.
All right.
That new SZA album rocks.
Female artists.
Yeah.
I honestly don't have that many. I like the female artists I have are, really popular ones that have poppy music, which is not my normal music, but for female singers, that is what it tends to be for some reason.
Yeah, the females be popping off with the pop music.
Yeah, I got some feminine voices on my playlists. I got Olivia Rodrigo. I got some Doja Cat.
She's a rock star. Yeah.
Yep. I have others. I'm terrible with names, so this is going to be bad if we ever have to reference
You can also
songs.
look through your phone. Like, that's allowed.
My favorite female, I guess, right now is Kimya Dawson. And
What kind of music is that?
I don't know. I really like an artist or a rapper or whatever. That's a dude, A$AP Rock. And she made some music with him that I thought was just great. And I listened to some of her, other music.
How would you describe, like, your music kind of vibe that you're into?
I don't know. I drove Connor here today, so he got to hear some music.
Very good music.
It played Rotary Park. That was a Connor one. Jack Harlow.
Okay.
Is that who sings that?
No.
Oh.
Jack Harlow is like I think he's a celebrity or a rapper. I don't know.
Maybe both.
I would describe my music tastes as very, well, I'm all over the place.
You have a very identifiable music taste. Like, whenever, you cue a song and I'm like, Khan cued that song. Like, I know it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what that genre is, but I think your Spotify rap said what it was, and it made
I don't
complete
believe
sense.
the Spotify rap is even good, though.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a Apple Music user.
I like Spotify, but I don't like Spotify Wrapped. That's my position.
Both of them suck, actually, because they don't pay anybody.
True. I found out that, I think this is true, and this might be one of the things that is false that I say, but I heard that people make all their sales and their money from, like, merch sales, like artists do, rather than, like, concerts or streams of their songs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like concert money mainly goes to the venues. What other means of money?
Yeah. My music taste is all over the place.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do feel like you like indie music, and I don't always. And so I guess I wanted to know what, Yeah, like, why do you like the music you like, Madison? Do you think, like, what does it make you feel like?
I like indie rock, alternative.
Because it makes you feel calm or empowered or...
A lot of times I just like the way, sounds that are happening in the music. So I even like weird stuff. What's the, Ty Segall? Weird, experimentally stuff.
A little Dr. Worm in there.
I like Dr. Worm.
I had a little thing for Madison. I forgot it. It was a worm.
Dr. Worm
Not
action
a real
figure.
worm.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Because
It's okay. I don't think that exists. I think, nobody knows what Dr. Worm is.
Yeah. For the folks at home, can you
technically that's
describe Dr.
music, I
Worm?
guess.
So there's this band called They Might Be Giants, and they also made the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song.
Oh.
And they also made Dr. Worm, which is just an immaculate piece of media. And if you don't know what it is, go look it up right now.
I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
What do you mean?
It is a little worm singing to people.
He's a worm.
I'm kind of into that.
He's
though.
not a real doctor, but he is a real worm. You should listen to it.
I personally, I don't ever really look at the lyrics too in-depthly of any song. I just go off of, does this sound good?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the music we listen to, or you, but also me, does not have a lot of meaning. Rotary Park, it's about Rotary Park
abstract.
and it's safe after dark and a bunch of other things that happen in the park, and it's not.
It just has to sound good to go in my playlist.
I think, I don't know. What do I think? I'm looking at my music right now, and music I've been obsessed with recently. I like Quasi. I like this Eels album, which is Electroshock Blues. It's amazing. Love that one. Huge Big Thief fan.
Electroshock.
I love Neutral Milk Hotel. I've been deep diving into Slow Dive. Deep dive to Slow Dive. They're good.
My music, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
I like really aggressive music, or I like music that's plunderphonics, which is a bunch of samples mashed together. I really like that. But I got a soft spot for some 1960s Sinatra or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like one of those voices, and then you got the piano playing or something.
Do you think that music defines you in a way?
I think subconsciously it probably does, but I wouldn't have the mental capabilities to tell you how it defines me.
I think it's kind of like clothing, where it's expressive in a way where you can just use it to, tap into whatever mood you're in.
I don't know. I never think of it like that, because I feel like clothes, for example, you're showing it off to other people. But I think of it like a house, You decorate your house how you want it to look, especially your room. And I think music, it's mainly for you.
But it's still your mood, your vibe.
Yeah.
What,
Or you just got in my car and I was playing music, so you can hear it, and you could see my clothes. And
Do you ever if you have a friend over, do you change your music to be something more comfortable for them in your mind?
I do have certain music that I would play for other people. I feel I know you guys like Superorganism, so I'm gonna play that, if you come over. But I might play Joni Mitchell if somebody else comes over. Just two totally different things.
Right.
yes, me as well, but I would like to not do that, I guess, because why am I gonna cater to you? I mean, I'm not gonna play something you're gonna hate and it's gonna make you uncomfortable, but I'd like you to see all the parts of me. So, all the music, all the clothes.
And also, I'm like, if somebody has a problem with the song, they can just be like, you know.
Why are so many people afraid to be on aux or share their music with other people. Like, people are afraid of being judged for what they listen to, but I almost never like judge people for having interesting music tastes or tastes that I wouldn't normally like listen to, because
Well,
like
some people
interesting.
some people are, you know, they're like, oh, don't give him the aux chord, you know, he's gonna.
But even
play
so, it's
something
usually
dumb.
funny, and then he'll play it, and you know, he gets his one crazy song, whatever.
yeah, no.
I used to be very anxious about it. Today, I would not be anxious, but you know, who knows the future? But I've definitely been really anxious to show my music.
Because it's a part of you, almost. It's something that you really like. And
Yeah,
you're
you
like,
identify with it.
Yeah. Because it would be terrible if like somebody was like, oh, I hate this song.
I don't
It's
even
like,
think it is that much. I just wasn't researching music very much, so I was listening to stuff that wasn't very me anymore. And now I am trying to get new music and stuff that I do think is me, and I think I'm more willing to share it if I do really, really like it and feel confident that I like it and it's me.
How do you find new music?
I don't know, because the algorithms do work against me, I guess, because I'm like, I need something completely new, but also not the top 20, you know. And so if I'm
Right.
like, show me new stuff, Spotify, you'll usually show me like pop, and that's not what I want.
Right.
I am so lucky to have Matthew in my life. And he is just like a dictionary of everything that has ever existed. And I don't know how he has so much knowledge, but it's almost too much for me that he'll like recommend me something, I won't listen to it for like years, and then I'll listen to it and he's like, yeah, I recommended that to you like 2 years ago, and I'm like, oh, cool. It's awesome. And I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, that's how I like find a lot of music. Is he's just like, here, I have just my own recommender of things.
That's great to have.
Yeah, I know, it's great.
I'm always using Spotify, the Discover Weekly on there. They'll give you like maybe 20 or 30 songs to listen to that are based somewhat on what you listen to, but I feel like they attach themselves to a couple of your songs in your like liked playlist, and they're like, okay, here's 3 songs, let's find things that are similar to them. Because sometimes the Discover Weekly will be like, oh, here's a bunch of, you know, maybe older songs, you know, playing along, and then next week it'll be like some crazy hyperpop or something.
Yeah, I do feel like they give you more lesser known music. The Discover Weekly.
A great way to discover music too is to listen to WIDR, because I do find like when I'm just listening to whatever, I'll be like, what is this? You know? And then I'll like, what is that called? That app.
The WIDR app?
No, yeah, that one's cool, but the one where you
iHeartRadio?
no,
What are you trying to say?
the one where you like hold it down and it figures out the song for you.
Shazam?
Shazam, yeah. Exactly.
I
That
use-
one.
Love Shazam.
I use Shazam all the time at like my friends' places, because I'm like, what's this song? And I push it.
Always find what you're looking for, though.
That's true.
Sometimes,
does.
well, sometimes if it's like a very obscure song, it'll find you a song that's not even close. And I'm like, this isn't the song, man.
Yeah.
Guess I'm not listening to obscure enough music.
Aw. What? Do you have like a very obscure piece of music that you can think of in your mind that you really like?
Ooh.
Like maybe it's only got like 100 people who ever have listened to it. We're gonna
Probably
shout out
not.
the underdogs.
And I don't know how I would find that. Like,
This is not underground.
I have an
I
album.
do like this one. Listen to the Wire. Wire's good.
Wire? By who?
Yeah.
Or
Wire.
is that the band?
Pink Flag, Wire.
Town Crier Wire.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pink Flag, that's the one, they got the album cover that's like black with the rainbow shooting it into a triangle.
No.
Pink Floyd or
That's
something.
Pink Floyd, buddy.
Hey,
Dark Side of the Moon.
hey, what can I say?
How can I not mention Radiohead? That's not underground at all.
That's not underground.
I'm not mentioning underground stuff right now, guys.
Here, I'll give you an underground one, okay? one of my favorite albums is called Dyspepsy by Negative Land. And it's an album entirely made of Pepsi commercials. And the band has like, they have this old man who they have to sing some parts, and he's got a crazy cool voice. He's got that old man voice where it's like, well, I don't know about any of that. And it's really good. I'd recommend it.
Would you want to play 5 seconds?
I don't know if I can do that legally.
Oh, yeah.
There's licensing laws, folks. Also, the mics might not pick it up, folks.
There is this band called, they only have one single out right now, but I've heard them live, and they have good music coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Unclay, and it's like rock, alternative, very good. The single that they have out is called Stepstool to Heaven.
Okay.
And it's fun. I like it. It's not, I wouldn't actually describe it as fun. It's kind of gritty.
Yeah.
In a good way.
I like some gritty music. There's a whole genre called punk that tried to, be gritty.
Yeah.
One of my, recommended things for it is, I love okay, that didn't make sense. One of my recommended Spotify things I should listen to is I love my underground classics. And can it be classic and underground?
Yeah. Classic is just a frame of time. Like, oh, that's a classic song, Underground is just lesser known. So it can be old and lesser known. I'd say Dyspepsy is an underground album, and it's classic because it's like from the 90s or 80s.
Yeah.
Also, if you want a song from that, you should listen to Drink It Up.
Yeah.
It's got some fun lyrics.
We're recommending so much good music to these people.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we're here.
You just get all these free recs just because you're our friends that listen to us ramble.
That might be a little parasocial, though. Check out the celebrity episode of our podcast.
Okay. Are you like a plug?
I'm plugging our podcast.
You're plugging the podcast. That's fine.
I hope you wouldn't be mad about that. We need our viewers.
It's fine.
I would like to. Whoops. No, I take back what I said. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You don't have to be sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, folks.
We also can't forget our producer Matt is in a metal band called Vulgara.
Oh.
Yeah, you should check out their music because they're underground and cool.
Hey, why don't you also plug Matthew and his band? Plug Matthew.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you folks. What his new band is called Unclay, and they're making music that I told you guys about earlier. So you should listen to Unclay's new album when it comes out. But you can also listen to Matthew's solo album, Naj. I made the album cover and I wrote the title for it, but I can't remember it right now. I never tell people, when I tell people about Matthew's music, I never mention that I'm his girlfriend. I just say, hey, you should listen to this. And I don't say anything, even though I made the album cover. So you're getting a treat here by me being really honest with you.
Thank you. I actually made some album art as well for this guy named Don Corleone, who I think he's on this radio network sometimes. I see him around here.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing about, like, some of the best artwork that I've gotten to do, and I have another commission coming up soon, is, like, with musicians. Like, it's so fun to collaborate with them and, like...
Yeah. I'm going to say this as, like, a, visual artist. I think music is the most powerful form of art.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Agreed.
I don't think any picture painting could... be the same as like a really powerful song.
And I have such respect for it too, because I can never articulate words in art. Like make.
Oh, it's very hard.
It's so hard. I can make the picture, I can make, the vibe, but I cannot figure out the words.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like music has a way of almost putting your mind in a different state and like, pumping you up one way or another. Or making you maybe feel sad in one way or another.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Music's the vibe.
They used to censor music a lot more than they do now, which is actually pretty crazy.
Yeah.
On the radio or like everywhere?
I think everywhere. Like people used to think like rock and roll was created by the devil, you know? And they were like, these songs are ruining our kids.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
in the
they
90s.
think that about hyper pop now or something.
Yeah. Hyperpop's crazy.
What music did you guys listen to when you were kids, like with your parents?
Oh, I just listened to my mom's radio, which would be like
A lot
classic
of Jack
rock.
Johnson.
That's so good.
I'm sorry, Connor. I don't know why I interrupted you. I was looking at your mouth talking. I couldn't help myself.
That's when you should interrupt me.
I think interruptions are okay.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Maybe I could tell your answer wasn't very good. We just
Classic
listened
rock.
to a whole lot of stuff.
It was
Yeah, your
classic
mom
rock.
was
Interesting.
like rock for sure.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I grew up in the 2000s with like very 2000s parents, and they were still like, they were young people, so they were still into like club music and like rap, and so I listened to a lot of like rap music. Like the radio station where I was from that we would listen to is called Channel 955, and
Shout out.
yeah, like definitely, like if I look back, I'm like, this is not stuff I should have been listening to, but it's so good. Like I was just like, you know,
Music was corrupting you.
yeah. One of my favorite songs when I was a kid was the Gwen Stefani B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Yes.
Gwen Stefani's a queen.
And now I like look back on that song and it's like, that's not
Kids
very
did
appropriate.
listen to that. Like it was even on the, Kids Bop ones, but obviously they changed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flow Rider, Macklemore, Eminem, like,
I liked Macklemore.
yeah. Can we go thrift shopping?
I like
I was
Macklemore.
obsessed with that song.
It's such a good song to this day. Like, I'm actually
Beginning
so
is
glad.
just so good. Like,
Yeah.
I think.
hey Macklemore, can we go thrift shopping?
What?
All right. Careful with some of these lyrics. They're gonna censor us.
Yes.
I think there's lots of good pop from the 2000s,
Yeah.
and I think we'll look back on the 2020s pop and we'll be like, there's some good stuff there. There's
I
some
don't
good
know. It's not gonna be. No, it's not.
No.
You say that now, though, but in the future, you'll be like, well, maybe that one song. Okay.
The female ones that are popular, like Doja Cat stuff, and like kind of almost silly, things. But the ones that are just too serious and like, or boring because they're just talking about their bitches, like, no, those are not going to go down
Yeah.
for me.
I just want to be like 8 years old again, listen to In the Club by 50 Cent and Drop It Like It's Hot and
You're pulling up all the
Bootylicious. Like,
Those were like
Anything
club
by Justin
songs
Timberlake.
that were for people to all dance together and be doing like the same sort of dance. We don't really, not we, but people don't really make those types of songs anymore. I feel like,
no.
Like all doing the same dance.
yeah, like,
Oh, they do that. Remember the stinky leg?
but that was a really long time ago.
Do I
That was not
remember it?
long.
What do you
There's-
mean it wasn't a
there's-
long time?
They're doing dance moves.
It's
still.
it's actually the stanky leg.
That's what I said.
I thought you said stinky leg.
I said stinky. Crip walking. There's other dance moves.
I'm just not hip with the dance moves, I guess. I gotta do my research.
Yeah, I work at a dance studio.
Oh, you should know. You should teach me.
No, we don't do any of the hip hop stuff. We do like waltzes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna waltz out of here because I gotta go
This has been a great
eat a
episode.
sandwich.
Yes,
Yeah.
eat that sandwich.
If you haven't already, drink some water, folks. I see you slouching. I see you not drinking water. Get your posture up. Come on. I see you right now.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves, y'all.
Yeah.
I've been Mads.
This is Khan.
You guys keep slouching.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Doghouse.
Oh God.
End of the song Doghouse podcast. Look at the other episodes. Yeah. Doghouse. Doghouse.
What?
Doghouse. We're leaving. We're out.
And we're out.
We're gone.